Hello everyone, welcome back to the workshop. So, today I am going to be showing you something that I thought I was being awful smarvy about, and that I came up with. So you might be wondering to yourself, what in the world is he going to do with these two items? Well, we'll get to see here in just a few minutes. Essentially what I'm doing here is I'm just explaining to the camera what I have as far as products, essentially an electric impact wrench and a 6-inch jaw vise. So in this next clip, I'm just going to remove my vise jaws. We're going to use these later on as a template, and you're going to see me cut the handle off here. I'm not saying what it is just yet, just so this way you guys can kind of get the idea of what I was thinking here in a second. So this is just an impact socket, and I'm welding it on to the screw of this vise jaw. So I don't know if anybody's made any guesses yet or not. If you had, you can put it in the comment section down below. So out comes the drill. And wow, at first glance, that looks like that might be something interesting. So now I'm moving on. I'm making some dies for the jaws. And if you haven't figured it out yet, essentially my ideal was to make a screw press powered by a drill and using a vise. But as you'll see here in a second, the result was quite unsatisfying. So back to the drawing board. But we'll go ahead and make the dies anyhow, as Roy did not understand what was about to happen, with his hopes and dreams being crushed of greatness. About this time I would insert a smiley face if this was a comment section, and an LOL. But I'm not smiling right now. It took quite a bit of work to get to this point. The main thing I'm wanting to share in this video is that whenever you're designing and creating tooling, there is a certain level of failure that is going to happen. And that is okay. Especially if you're doing something that no one's ever seen before. Or maybe somebody has seen, and they'll kindly tell you later on that you're not original at all. Which doesn't really matter, because no one's standing here in my shop and instructing me how to do this. So now all I'm doing is cleaning up the jaws, trying to match the radius to the inside radius of the angle iron, cutting up a couple dies. This was going to be a really educational video, at least I thought. So for anybody who's undertaking building tooling, it is okay to experiment. It is okay to take and lose some money on them, and essentially just try and try again until you get something that will work. Although this didn't work out, I am going to be showing you guys in the future a press design that did work out, and I will do a complete walkthrough on that. But we're about to move on to the testing phase. So this here is a piece of 3/8 square mild steel. And as you can see, it doesn't have really a whole lot of effect. And if you look real close, you can see why. Essentially, the impact drill stops after it reaches a certain amount of resistance, and it does not continue to press like I thought it might. A cool ideal, but once again, it's a failure. So now we're moving on to a little larger stock. Hey, that's the ticket. If it won't squish small stuff, maybe it'll squish larger stuff. Yep, and pretty much as you can tell, it's not really squeezing a lot of material. I can move more material than this by hand with just a hand hammer. A lot goes into designing and building tooling. A lot of failure, a lot of success, but there's a whole lot of trying along the way. Don't be afraid to experiment out there, guys. Don't be afraid to take chances. Sometimes things come out great, like my little revisited Da Vinci cam hammer design. It came out great. I know quite a few guys now that have built that thing, and they loved it. And I'm sure there's probably somebody out there who built it and decided it wasn't the 4,000-pound monster that they were needing, and probably hated every moment of it. But that's okay. I will keep designing and building tooling and trying to help out the blacksmith world the best I can. Thank you all for watching this video. God bless you all, and stay tuned for the next one, because there will be a continuation of this video.